bit of a jab. The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to work. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 32 yards. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brendan, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Now a give right side McCaffrey. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Here we go. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. On the move past the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 69 yards. And the Bengals have cut the lead back down to 2.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner. But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
119 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dump. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL. Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out and play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. third and short to give to the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 39 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Purdy forced out to his left. And he will find his man Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with his 2nd and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here
comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I love how they're tearing the pages out of the so-called book. I wish more teams would do this instead of laying back. Bring pressure in this situation. Go after him a little bit.
Throwing, Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. He's got him in, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Purdy to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They get a chance to go downfield and score a touchdown and end this game.
Handoff left, McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackle there. 208 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? What? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the